Hello everyone, welcome to another Puzzle and Dragons video. So, we are missing music. There's the music. There we go. Okay. So this is an unfamiliar looking page for you. Well, if you don't use Reddit, if you've used Reddit, you have seen this page before. This is Puzzle and Dragons Reddit, r/Puzzle and Dragons. And today we are going to be reviewing the JP Japan 6-year anniversary stuff, all their posts, because they got a buttload of posts, and one of them is apparently Hexazion, who is in this big picture here. 6th anniversary, cool stuff. So we're gonna go into it just because I know we're not gonna get this for a while because this is NA, but there's a lot of stuff in here that is for sure going to apply to NA. So I know a lot of the JP posts are collab posts we might not get, including there's some collab in this posting that we probably may not get, but many things that we will get, and we're gonna get into those, and it's very exciting stuff. So let's go into it. Boop, clicky, padprotic.site. So this apparently is a translation site from, oh, by the way, this is stuff that happened in a JP stream. I think it happened yesterday or something. So let's talk about it. We're gonna go in reverse order, by the way, because that is what I don't want to scroll to the bottom and up. Should I? Do you want me to go in reverse? I can go, or I can go in chronological order if you want. Let's not. I like reading down this way. So first things first is JP is getting Persona and YuYu Hakusho collab, which is so cool for them. I own Persona 3. I never beat it, but I actually watched some Let's Players play through Persona 3, 4, and 5. In fact, I'm almost on to Persona 5 watching the Let's Play because I don't have the consoles they use, and so I was like, I'll just watch them. And I don't have the time to, like, mental time to just sit down and play a game, but I can watch someone play and do things on the side. Side note, I really enjoy Nico B, if any of you watch him here on YouTube. He does Persona Let's Plays, among other things. He is really good Zelda Breath of the Wild Let's Play I'm watching right now. And Yu Yu Hakusho, it's like an old one. Like, that manga was out like in the early 2000s, like when I was in 5th grade, like reading Shonen Jump. That's when Yu Yu Hakusho was like a thing, and it's like ended. It's been ended for a while, but it's cool. There's a Yusuke, and I can't remember this guy's name. This is Genkai, this lady, Gang. Oh my god, I can't remember the names. I think this is I'm not a real fan because I don't remember all their names. It's been a long time. The last one is Hiei. That I know for sure. I'm pretty sure the Fox guy, which I think might be this guy, because I don't see him represented. This must be like his awoken form or something. I think it starts with a K. It might be Kurama, but I'm not sure. I can't remember the stupid sword guy's name, but he wasn't very good at anything anyways. So, let's keep going with the exciting news. First thing that NA will get, guaranteed we will get, unlike these two collabs, is that we get split Evo blue and green Sonias, and they are actually pretty good. They give us a real reason to have them. Right now they are 6-star GFEs, which is now a oxymoron, but they are 6 stars from Godfest only, and they weren't that good. I think their active skill is the best thing about them, but they didn't make hearts, but they were really good for spike damage for bicolor boards. But none of them, they didn't really leave anything to be desired, or they left some things to be desired, like double 7s, fingers, blah blah blah. But let's take a look at Blue Sonia first. So, her name is Sonia Claire apparently. Active skill is different. Their active skills changed a little bit. They still retained their blue, their bicolor board changes, but they both get 3-turn bind recovery and remove lock status. So kind of like a Nay. The colored Nay actives, but you know, minus hearts. But they have like the bind recovery component. Nay doesn't remove orbs, orb locks, but she does a health thing. So it's like similar-ish. Leader skill is fine. Her leader skill is actually very much like Nay's as well. Like there's a shield, 1 water and dark attack at once, but she gets an HP multiplier, which I don't think Nay does. Nay just probably gets a shield. But the multiplier is about the same level. This is a little higher attack than Nay's. I think Nay is 7x. Like my blue Nay I think is 7x max. So 49 times with 2 Nays. This is 7.5x by yourself, and you can do the math because I don't know what 7.5 squared is. So let's take a look at her awakenings, which is the exciting part. One of the exciting parts. The other part is art exciting. So she's unbindable, which is the same as one of her current ones, and she is also, side note, really pretty. Kind of grainy, but she's quite pretty. And as you can see, there are 2 skill boosts, which is fine, but she has double 7 combos, and she has double of the L lock orb remove things. So the L lock remove awakening, if you're unaware, is a JP only awakening right now. It is featured heavily in their Valentine's collab, which we don't have yet. Hopefully we get it eventually, gung ho. But if you make 5 orbs in an L shape, I believe, you get 1.5x for each of these awakenings. So, and you remove orb blocks on the board. So it's TPA damage, I believe. Someone correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's TPA damage. So she kind of has double TPAs and double 7 combos, which is similar to Ney, but TPA is easier to get than this L-shaped thing, I think. But the most important part is she has double 7 combos. And yes, they do kind of contradict each other, like they don't... Making 7 combos and an L thing is kind of weird, probably. But the double 7 by itself alone is pretty strong, which is great. So if you don't have double 7, like my friend Anubis does not have a double 7 combo user. He does have a blue Sonia. So eventually, probably within 3 months, this, or maybe sooner if we're lucky, he will get a double 7 monster, which is cool. So, an upgrade. Unfortunately, since her active skill changes, if you skilled her up like I did, because I used her for inherit, her active skill, you have to pi her up again, because it'll be reset to 0, or like as if you would use 0 pies on her. So you have to basically skill her up again, like you would when you awaken anything. And the second exciting news, oh, that's pretty. Oh, it's so cute. She has a Mercuria and I don't know what the purple wise dragon is called, but she has them like hanging out next to her, and she is animated. Come on. There we go. It's animating now. She is animated and she's beautiful. I might make her just because she's so pretty. I don't need more double 7, especially some ones that do not have fingers. But it's something. Overall, Ney's active is still better, I think, because it makes hearts. But she's pretty good still. Really good for spike damage for both blue and dark teams. So let's continue on. Green Sonia is basically the exact same but green. So 3-turn bind recovery on your active skill, the lock status on orb removal, and change orbs to wood and dark. So the same thing but green. Leader skill, same thing but wood and dark. And let's take a look at her awakenings, which are, surprise, they're the same, exact same. I don't think she's as pretty. She looks like that green tail is being stuck up her something, which, let's keep this a PG. But it looks kind of weird for some reason. I don't know. They're both solely dragon type, which is interesting, because before they were like dragon attacker, or I think Blue Sonia's split ult is dragon healer, and she has a dragon physical, which is really popular. My Blue Sonia, I did not evolve to either of them, so I don't have to devolve her into anything. And this is her art up close. She has multicolored eyes, that's cool. Kind of like a fat braid. She has batches and a purple guy. I forgot the purple one's name because I don't have one. I do have batches, but I don't use it. I haven't evolved it yet. And she is also animated. She has a sword and she has that tail and some purple wings, which is cool. So if you're missing double 7 still, if you have not been lucky or you've not been around to get a Tachibana, or who are the other double 7s? You might get Tachibana, Dark Kali, Eshimali, Nohime, Ney, Cotton, any of them. These guys are also double 7, so bringing some nice value to the 6-star GFEs. This is how you evolve them with Diamond Dragon Fruits. Ooh, so we have more 6-star GFE upgrades, which will apply to us, and these are also very, very exciting. First is a 10, and let's see, active skill, no change, leader skill. So he has a 7.5x. That's actually really high. If you have a rainbow leader, you want a 7. If you want a 7x6, he's actually a pretty good one because he gets 7.5x attack, which is pretty high. The highest 7x6 leader right now is Diablos, who is combo based at 8.5x. I think Ilmina might be times 8, but you have to correct me. 7.5 is actually really high still. Anything that's lower is usually not that usable overall. Like, Tachibana times 5 is awful, so if you were using Tachibana, you can just use this instead. It's like much easier. For a much bigger multiplier if you want to actually do damage and not have to like lead swap in. So this first one is the sub version, I believe. Well, I'm going to assume it's the sub version just because it's not unbindable. It is light fire and it keeps all its kills, then it gets a follow-up attack. Not the best follow-up attack candidate. If you don't have one, of course you want to use him, but the other follow-up attackers are unbindable, which is nice. I prefer it to have unbindable follow-up attackers. By the way, his active skill, if you're unaware, I believe makes Rainbow Board plus Jabbers, so that's cool. And I think it does something else too, but I can't remember. I do own it a 10. I just don't use it for anything. I've not found a good use for it. Now, the really cool thing is that a 10's base attack is 600. That's not including 297s. This, I don't know if it's 297 or not. I actually cannot tell. It doesn't say either if it's 297 already or not. I'm gonna assume it's not. First, I'm just gonna hope that it's not because its attack went up a lot. Let me actually see if I can show you my a 10. I can keep my sound off. My a 10 here is 297, and I believe it's also max leveled. Let's see if I can find it. And he. Yeah, 297, and I even gave him plus attack, which gives him like a grand plus 18 attack. But he is about 1,100 with the 297. Without the 297, he would be at like, I can't do math well, plus 500, like 600 attack, yeah. So if this one is not 600 attack, it is super strong. And let me go to the next one because it illustrates it even better. This is a god balanced one, so you can put any killer you want as latents onto him. But this one is God Devil. What? Oh, it's God Devil. Sorry, I thought it was God Attacker for some reason. It's God Devil. Its leader skill is a little weaker in attack, but it does get an HP buff, and it gives plus movement time by 5 seconds, which the other one does not. This one has a super unbindable awakening, so the one of them counts for 2 unbindable, so he is unbindable 100%. Instead of follow-up attack, which I think is pretty good. If I make one, I'm probably going to make this one. Yeah, I'll probably make this one and pair with Yogs or something, because that seems like a good Yog pairing. Or for these challenge dungeons where you have like no time, he'll give you 5 whole seconds. So he'll be really strong. By the way, the use for a 10 generally is if you're fighting against, he has every single killer type on him, so you're fighting against monsters with 3 types, you'll be doing times 27 with a 10, which is much higher than, you know, any double 7 combo. If you're fighting against monsters with 2 types, he'll be doing times 9. No monster exists with 4 type yet, which sucks. So he's most useful against like kind of strong, like the really end gamey bosses usually have like 3 types, except for freaking the guy with no arm and that has the light dark farmable gemstone-y thing based on light and dark rose. Hashihime only has 1 type, which sucks. He's only balanced, which makes him hard to kill. Now, the exciting thing about this one is look at that HP, the attack stat, 1325. That's like super high. That's like double what his unevolved form was, if this is no 297s. So for comparison, let me go find something like that has triple killers like Chazelle here. This Chazelle without the 297 would be at maybe 1,400. So this thing is like 1,300. So it has like a normal amount of health, or not health, attack. I meant attack if I said health a lot just now. He's like Chazelle range attack. So, and this guy will also kind of have triple killers against anything that has 3 types. So this makes him much more useful against bosses. So, like, let's say you're fighting a whole bunch of like hard bosses, so all of 3 types. It'll be like, you don't have to bring like, you know, Chazelle, Kiri, and number 6 if you would have done that. You can just have this one guy who will take care of all of them. Now he has no SBRs and no skill boost and no time extends, but that's what the price you pay for having 9 killers. So overall it's a great thing. Even just the attack boost makes him better. Especially if this is pre-297, and I really hope it is, because if you 297 him now, he would be at like 1,700 attack, which is plenty for triple killers. Very exciting overall. So let's zoom out again. Now we have two more very exciting ones. We have Fujin evolution, even though she's one of the relatively, well, I guess she's medium old now. Now that we've had like, who's new? Since Fujin we've gotten Nei, Yog, Kami, Amino. Yeah, I guess she's like medium old now, but she's still newer than stuff like the Sonias who've been like around, and the Dorns who've been around forever, since before my time. Fujin, God Physical Attacker. I think she gained the physical type. So let's check out this. She has two split alts. This first one gives an RCV boost and ×9 total. So I believe right now she gives like something weird, like ×6.5 or something. She's at ×6.5 by herself. Now she's ×9, so she makes ×81, which is a fair amount. It's like D Meta's level. It's not over ×100 yet, so it's not amazing, but it's not bad. It'll take you through any trash floors of like arenas. Not alt arena, but like arena 1 through 3. Trash floors 81x is perfect. Let's see, and you get movement time, and you get a small shield for combos. So this one's similar to the old one in that it's combo based. Now let's take a look at her awakenings. This one, she gains 2 awakenings, and they're both unbindable. So this is an unbindable Fujin. So I guess they mean for you to use her as a leader, or something like that. Anyways, the other one is the one. Oh, she's actually really pretty. Wow, look at those like wee swirly. She's hypnotizing me. Okay, let's continue on. And this next one is the healer. She's a healer. Wow, you can use her on freaking. You can use her on Rushana then. You can use her on Rushana teams. And on Kushinada Hime teams, because she's healer. Wow, that's amazing. God Attacker Healer. I feel like it's very similar to, actually that is just Haku's typing. God Attacker Healer is a great typing. You usually don't need the physical that much. You can bring up, you usually with 297s have plenty of health, or your leader's skill gives you health. So it's always nice to have Attacker Healer as types, I think. That's part of what made Haku really good. Was her typing, because she had hella RCB for Kushinada and she had high attack, so she can do damage with her double 7. Speaking of, Haku only had 1/7, but she had double TPA. Let's see, let's take a look before we zoom into her exciting awakenings. Her leader skill, active skill no change, that's good. Leader skill, because she's a good active skill. Leader skill, attack increase when 4 combos are matched up to 6 attack. So this one actually gets a lot more damage output. She does not have an RCV or HP component to her leader skill, but she has one of those like more attack for more crosses of woods. So with just 1 cross, you're already at whatever 6 times 2.5 is, which let's find out together. 6 times 2.5 times 15 just with 1 cross, which 15 times 15 is like, that's Sherry's Root's max multiplier, and that's Riku's max multiplier. So that's like pretty amazing. If you made 2 crosses, you just wipe everything. Unfortunately, she's a bit of a glass cannony leader because she has no HP, shielding, or even an RCV component. So don't know if you would use her as a leader that much. But if you need something to blast through some stuff, this is it. Oh, she turned tan. But let's look at her awakening. She got she got an SBR, which she desperately needed. Especially, oh yeah, the other one, even though she's unmindable, she has no SBR. You have to bring a double SBR somewhere. That's annoying. But so she got an SBR. She got 3 awakenings. She got 2 7 combos and a TPA to boot. The TPA, screw that. Who cares? No one cares. She could have not had that and it'd be fine. But she got double 7. So this means, like Beach Fujin, this Fujin is actually usable as a sub on teams. Until now, she's mostly been used as an inherit. The best use for her as a sub is a finger stick with 3 time extends, but I need to clean my glasses. The lack of the SBR and only 1 7 combo meant she wasn't doing very significant damage. But now she has an SBR, and that covers one of her weaknesses, and her other major weakness, which is, this wasn't really a weakness, but now she has double 7s, which puts her on par with good damage dealers. Triple 7s so far I think are slightly unnecessary. Double 7s with Anubis Diablos clears like most content, especially if you bring a gemstone. Maybe for an altering you need, I've already talked about this. Double 7 is plenty for the most part right now. A double 7 will get you through everything, especially if a team full of double 7s, which you can now. So if you want to bring this this Fujin to Arena or any other random dungeon that needs her Fujin style active, you can just bring her as a sub, and because now it's even nicer because you don't need to inherit her on something and have those extra cooldown turns, which is like minimum 1, max could be like, I don't know, +5 or something. So you can just bring her on her own and she, you know, can just be herself and have a lower cooldown, give you damage, give you time, an SBR to make her normal. She's great, and 2 skill boosts to boot. So great Evo for her. She's pretty, she's tan, she has a fan. I'm not going to continue with those rhymes, etc. So Fujin's sister Raijin, the one that nobody really getting, she has no love recently, let's just say that. The overshadowed one, especially with the death of Rainbow, although I want to say with Riku, Rainbow's getting a little bit better. Because Riku's a very easy to use leader to use. So, I mean, well, I don't use, actually, you can't use Raijin on a Riku team, but, you know. So yeah, we have 2 split Evos, just like Fujin for Raijin. God Attacker Physical, let's see, 2x tech. So this one's like the first Fujin. Oh, she's so pretty. I see her picture just there. She has an RCV boost, 144x, so pretty good actually. I mean, 144x is like moderate. I feel like anywhere between 100x to 144x max is a moderate kind of multiplier. This is better than the Fujin other leader, I'd say. This is a rainbow based with 144 and RCV, so it's pretty good. If you have no other leaders, this should do well for early mid game. Yeah. And you get a movement time +2, which is like the Fujin. So looking at her, she indeed also just got 2 unbindables, just like the other Fujin, which is cool. And she keeps her rainbow orb change with unlock at 8 turns, Decali style. She's very pretty. Ooh, let's look at her. Beautiful, beautiful. She looks like she should be like blue-green or something with these colors and not light blue, but she still is light blue. Her other one, oh, same thing, God Attacker Healer, just like her sister. Wow, she's super yellow in this one. So this one, actually still no change. Leader skill. Leader skill, attack increase when 3+ colors are matched up to 7x. 3x attack for each cross of light orbs matched. So this leader skill, I want to say, is on par with, it's very similar to Diara's. So you're doing for each light, and then Diara is combo based, 7 combo, but this is color based, which I feel like I don't know how many colors you need. Like, it doesn't say like 3, like to get the max amount it might be 6 colors plus heals, it might be 5 colors, but regardless it should be less than 7, which colors are hard to combine in combos in general. But I mean, like, this is a very high multiplier for having, like, assuming maybe, let's say it's like 4 colors matched, you can just match your light cross and 3 other colors and you already have times 21 by yourself. That's higher than Sakuya. That's like hella high. That's like times 400 something with just 1 light cross. You made 2 light crosses, you're just gonna wipe everything. And granted, Rainbow is a little bit on the hard side to play, but like if hearts count for this, like DQXQ, perfect board change. You just make your four colors or something and then just go for it. So it kind of depends on how many colors you need to make this multiplier times 7, but this is very, very strong. Like times 21 is no joke compared to Fujin, who was not times 21. It's like more like times 144 or times 12. This is times 21. That's wild. So I might make this Raijin, maybe. If I were to make one, we'll see what the actual multiplier is. She does lose the blue, which is unfortunate for Rainbow, but you can cover that with other things. There's other LBs you can use to make your Rainbow team go. So yes, I'm kind of excited about that one. I do have a DR, by the way, but I don't really use her. I probably should, because not everyone has a chance to have a DR. I got lucky. I only got to the last boss of the dungeon 4 times. Twice. No, I tried 4 times, only got the last boss twice. The only one that I won was that DR one. I was trying to beat the other one, but I lost. So on my 4th try, I got DR, which is pretty lucky. Some people tried like 20 times and didn't get DR. Anyways, very exciting evolutions overall. Fujin, I think, is still the most exciting one. Even though this Raijin might have high potential as a leader damage-wise, she still is just glass cannon. Fujin is a great sub though. It covered it for only downsides, which is the SBRs and the lack of damage. Now and she has fingers. She's amazing. A 10, got some attack. A moderate boost, I'd say, for a 10. Fujin is the most exciting one though. 100% you should make a Fujin evolve her. Just evolve her. She's like immediately better, and she's tan, so you get a Fujin with some sun. Next we have Vishnu, who this also applies to us. How long is the video? 25 minutes. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna go faster. This Vishnu gets an assist apparently, but we finally have an alt. Is it awoken Vishnu? Awoken Vishnu. He's been alone for so long now. Let's see. Active changes a little bit, so he makes wood skyfall and he makes a rightmost column of woods. I believe he makes 2 wood orbs normally. Leader skill is nothing to care about. 2 times 7.5. Oh, that's a pretty high. That's pretty high. 15x. That's pretty good. I'm happy with 15x. So decent leader. If you wanted to run him as a leader, I probably wouldn't for physical and dragons unconditional. Sure, that's pretty good. Not bad. I'm not mad at that. Unfortunately, he's missing SBRs and is not unbindable, but at least he has an RCV component. By the way, he gained a 4th TPA. No, double. He gained 2 TPAs. I think he's swapped to 2 SBRs for 2 TPAs. I think he was double TPA, double SBR before, and 2 fingers. Now he's double skill boost, which I don't think he had. I can't remember. And 4 TPAs. And 2 skill boost. So it's more like TARDIS. So if you're running a TARDIS, you can run this guy. Especially because I think TARDIS has 2 SBRs. You have to correct me if I'm wrong. I can't remember because I don't own TARDIS. But this guy and whoever is a Celtic guy, you can throw these guys on your TARDIS teams to get hella TPAs, TPAs for days, and just bust through everything. And he grew weird monkey ears, or are those horns or leaves? I can't tell. He looks wild, and he's wearing like breakdancer pants. Cool. Oh, what is this first one? I've never seen that Vishnu. I would probably evolved it past that Vishnu immediately. So, other things we're getting. The Brave Weapons 1 and 2, all those series are actually become weapon assists now. Which is cool. Unfortunately, every Brave Series 1 that I've gotten, I've sold because I was like, they're trash, they're just ruining my rolls. Brave Blade. I think I got the dark one and the red one before, but I just sold them immediately. So let's see what they're all attacker type apparently. Let's see what they give. And I think they actually say the same. I can't, oh no they don't. I think that this one looks like, I think my friend said, what is it? 3 turn, I don't, you know what, honestly I don't know what their active is. So whatever the red Brave Blade level 5 was becomes this healer. They gain a healer killer, cool. Not amazing. Physical killer, also not amazing. Attacker killer, not amazing. Physical killer, not amazing. And attacker killer, not amazing. Great, I did not miss out too hard by selling them all. Sweet. Brave Series 2, this one I did keep because I know I have the purple green guy and the light one, and I think I have the red one too, but I can't remember. I think I have 3 of them, or 2. I don't know. So we have one that grants TPA. Oh, their active skill, I believe, if it's the same as the one that converts to the subtype. So this one would be like convert to light and do a double board change or something, or double orb change to light and something, I think, is what Claymore Solaces is, which is this, the red one. So she gives TPA, cool, another TPA granting one for fire types. The TPA granters right now are Diablos, which don't assist him, and Blue, Weld. And there might be another Monster Hunter one that I'm forgetting. This is one for fire type, so if you need a fire TPA, there it is. This one, the blue one, gives you Super Awakening for the, not super, it's the box 2 damage, box heart follow-up attack, which is worse than normal follow-up attack. I don't actually like the box heart, because how are you going to get 9 orbs to fall? Like, I can understand like 5 hearts being on a board, that's like pretty normal, but like 9 hearts being there naturally is like, that's like freaking like a third of the whole board being hearts. Like, that's not gonna happen. And then boxes are like way harder to make than columns, so I don't know. And it's use of combo space, so I'm not a huge fan of the boxes. Let's see, this one has the like a Yogg type damage boost, 1.5x, which I don't know if we have it yet, but it's the 1.5x attack for being above 80% or something like that. this monster, just for having high health, you will get 1.5x damage, which is cool. You can throw them on, like, I don't know, Yogg or something. If you, it's not super, anyways. Multiplayer boost for the light dark one. And this one has that L-shape 5 orb with the orb unlock one. So that's all they are. Not amazing, but hey, if you need those awakenings on things, there you go. I mean, you can at least use... No, it's not worth it. Never mind. I was trying to think of a use for the red TPA. But no one has as many TPs as Sheet, who is the only one I would consider using with Weld. So that's just too perfect. Sheet and Weld is like just too perfect. Continuing on, more stuff that we do get. I'm recording, right? Thank God. I didn't want to... Oh God. So... the Star series, Mechanical Star Gods, got their awoken forms finally as well. Although, I don't think they're much better. Let's take a look at them. Antares. Let's take a look. Awoken skill. Heart Jammer Poison to Fire and Enhanced Fire. So I think you just got the enhanced part. So they are a orb change that changes hearts and hazards into their primary color, which it removes hearts, which sucks. But I mean, if you needed hazard clearing, there you go. I think they all have double SBRs too, which they continue to maintain. It looks like they gain an enhance of their color, their primary color. You just go, oh, they're all 7x6 liters. Oh yeah, I remember now. When I was looking at this morning, they all get a actually really high multiplier for being 7x6. They're all ×8. They need you to do 501E, and 501E, and you have to match a couple combos though. So it's a little bit hard if it's 7x6 leader. Like, you might as well just use Diablos if you're looking for it, because combos, anyone can get combos. You do get 501E and like two of your main color. There's like so many combos. Well, I guess you can do that with 8 orbs. 5, like if this was for fire, you can do 5 fire with the 1 OE and then 3 fire somewhere else. But 8 fires, that's almost as much as Shiva. Is it Shiva? Krishna. Almost as much as Krishna. That's so hard. Sorry, I coughed my glasses. So they are 7x6, and they are relatively strong. I'm trying to find out where like the blurry spot is on my glasses. So I'm squinting. Again, the highest is 7x6 right now. Multiplier is 8.5 on Diablos, and these are ×8, so coming up really close behind him. But a much harder activation requirement. So if I guess they're trying to really bring this 501E back, huh? Like with the they were really trying with the Valentines. Oh, sorry. Back to the calming music. Sorry. It just auto-played to the next video for some reason. Oops. Okay. So let's skim through these because they're not that exciting. They all do the same thing but in different colors. They're cool looking though. Look, Antares, who I did get. We have Alaresha. Nope, not exciting. They all have the L shape. They all have like the same awakenings in L shape. They do have heart TPAs, which is cool, but they remove hearts, so why? We have Spica, who for some reason is green. She doesn't look like she should be green. She looks like she should be like dark and light. Pollux, who... No, this is this Pollux? Yeah, Pollux. Who I do have. She was one of my very first Godfest. The first 5 months they rolled in a Godfest, I got a Pollux. I didn't use her for very long. But she's there. She's pretty. She's a rainbow. And Castor, who has a giant machine gun. Very different from his sister. Okay, blah 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 blah. They're not that exciting. Okay. Ooh, here's some really exciting stuff. So, we have some new MP shop stuff, which we should get, and they're probably going to be in there permanently. They're all in the 750k range, so they're all Dark Athena range, which is insane. That's like a lot of MP. I think that's like the highest you can pay for something, except for something coming up soon, which you'll see. You probably know what it is already, just from all the JP stuff. But 3 new MP store Egyptians. First is Amun. Amun. God Devil. Active skill, 3-turn cooldown, short cooldown, makes 3 fire orbs. If you're looking for a short cooldown, if you don't have Jiaochan or TARDIS or Gunma, you can maybe look for him. So you can inherit anything you want over him. Leader skill. This leader skill, by the way, let's take a look at it. No Skyfalls, which is fine. 10x attack when exactly 7 combos are matched. And 10x attack when less than 3 orbs remain on the board after matching. First of all, there's 2 things. This is, I think, a pretty good job on Gung Ho's part. Times 100 on one monster That's more than 3 times like the max multiplier that exists right now in this game. For reference, the highest multiplier in this game is on one single monster is times, I'm not counting the cross ones where you can like do it over and over again, but like the highest static multiplier is like times 30, which is on reincarnated Anubis, and I believe reincarnated or awoken U and Y, is it? It's either I and I or U and Y. I don't have either of them, so I don't know what it is. I think it's U and Y, the one that's more recently updated. He has times 32, I think he's like 501E or something like that. He's also times 30 max. This is times 100 max. So if you have 2 moons, you can get times 1000. Is that right? Am I crazy? What's 100 times 100? That seems wrong. Wait, 30 times 30 is 900. Oh, well, I'm going insane. Oh, it's not that much. What? Wait. 10 times 10. 100 times 100. 1000. But it was just times 900, right? Oh my god. I'm insane. 900. Oh, times 10,000. I was like, wait. I was like, Anubis is like times 900. How can it be that much? Okay. Times 10,000. Times 10,000 together. Think about that. That's times 5-digit multiplier. We haven't even broken into the four-digit multiplier outside of like the make a lot of crosses. I mean, we're now at the times 10 times 5. However, 5 digits. 5-digit multipliers. So, times 10,000 by himself. Amazing. However, there's a big caveat. 7 combos exactly. No Skyfalls. That's not so bad to make. It's kind of like if you play Kushinada, you can probably make exactly 7. You're probably used to it. 10x, 7 less, exactly 7 and less than 3 orbs. That sounds kind of hard, like really hard. If you imagine, if you're making combos of 3 orbs each, if you do exactly 7, you should have 9 remaining. So you're gonna have to do like 7 TVAs or something like that. Which, or like, I don't know, you can make like 5 rows and like 2 combos. Like, how are you gonna get this? This is so hard. Like, that's a very hard to do by itself, like both of them together, which means Gunko did a good job controlling this thing's power. Especially with a random board. Like, maybe with a bicolor board it would be easier. But if you, like, on a given random board, like, you are not gonna make those. Also, he has no HP and RCV or shield or anything like that. Which is sad for him. However, let's take a look at his awakenings and talk about his uses. So he has 4 fingers. Nice. He'll need it to make exactly 7 combos and less than 3. It's not even 3 orbs winning, it's less. You have to have 2, 1, or 0 orbs left. Like, I don't know how you're gonna get that with exactly 7. That's like, maybe if it was more than 7, that'd be better. But however, he is pushing the boundaries. 4 fingers and, you know, unbind. He's meant to be used as a leader, and he has an L shape, so I guess they want you to use 5s. Maybe there's a good way to do 5s with him. I bet no one's gonna use him. Well, I mean, they can try. He's a very high skill level. Yuki's games can probably do it here on YouTube. You should watch him. He's amazing. At pad, and here we are, badatpad, but we can react to things still. So, uses for this guy. Actually, the one really cool use for him is he is a pretty good replacement for farming leaders who you need no Skyfall for. So maybe like instead of D-Meta Liu Bei or Awoken Raphael, if you just use like a Zeus Dios board, you're gonna get the 10x no matter what, which is high. That's pretty high. I think Liu Bei is lower than that. Let's look. I actually don't know Liu Bei's multiplier. That's something I probably should know. Liu Bei's multiplier is it's better than Liu Bei's. I mean, you get the wood rose from Liu Bei's awakenings, but Liu Bei himself would only give you times 9. So this guy has times 10, and you can use him with any of those you want. Like, you can pair with Liu Bei with red Glavenus, you can pair with any of the pixel brackies, pixel starters. So he'll be a great replacement farming leader if you want to buy him. 750k, it's kind of expensive. Oh, also these 3 guys have assist evos, so they're more wild even. This guy's assist gives a skill boost, which I think is unique to him. I don't think anyone else gives an assist skill boost, which is cool. Not a terrible active though. You probably shouldn't skill him up if you want to use him as that. Next we have Mutt. Active, no Skyfalls for 1 turn, change larger orb, 4 turn, cool. nondescript active. It's not terrible, but it's not amazing. We just go 3x for each cross of wood, 5x and we get 6 connected darks. That's hard. You need to pop stuff for that. You're not going to get 6 connected dark orbs on a normal board. That's too hard. So I guess you're probably going to be using the crosses the most. But that's still hard to get. So it's too hard. You're not being used as a leader. Let's take a look at her awakenings. 3 fingers, good. Unbindable, fine. I'm not going to use you as a leader. You're too hard to use. And a hard TPA, blah blah blah. Not that exciting. The exciting part actually is that she gets, she can confer unbindability as an assist. That's pretty amazing. And she keeps all her stats too. Look at those stats. That's pretty good stats. That's amazing stats for an assist, for a weapon assist, compared to, you know, all the normal like green Odin and stuff. The monster, I know the Monster Hunter monsters keep their high stats too, but all the other weapon people have terrible stats. So she can confer unbindability. So you can just put her onto like Bastet or something, and a leader who's missing it, who you really feel needs it. Probably just for specific dungeons. These days, people are running stuff that is bindable. Like people run Rushana, Blue Mail Hunter, Sherry's Roots, Diara, Riku are all unbindable. So people don't really care. They just bring like a green Odin dragon. But if you really cared, you can put the Stickless on her, and she'll be good to go. They'll be good to go. The active Vic is not good. Only good for water teams, maybe. So maybe if you're running best, she'd be best on a water team. Single orb change, not that good. Next we have Kansu. Makes top row woods, cool. Makes attack. So we have connected woods and lights combos. Also kind of hard to do. Good luck getting all of that at the same time without popping things. His weapon assist gives you 3 wood rows, so you would probably use him on a Liu Bei team or something like that. But his active is worse than any of them. Yeah. His active isn't good for them, but if you needed more wood rows for some reason, you can toss him on. Continuing on, DBDC is returning for Japan, which is crazy, because I feel like it wasn't that long ago since they had it. I think they had it at the same time as we did, but I can't remember when JP had it. But they're getting DBDC. But the cool thing is they added some new stuff, which we'll probably get to. Yay! Oh my god, this video is so long. It's 42 minutes. So hopefully you're like eating dinner or something while you're watching this. Okay, let's take a look. New DBDCs, which actually as I look through these, I kind of would have preferred if they didn't have any new ones, because they're going to dilute the 7-star pool. That 7-star beautiful pool of just Ideal, who is the one you want. The one that I want. Okay. I probably wouldn't have rolled in it. This might entice me to roll more just because there's more options. I already rolled most of the stuff in DBDC except for TARDIS and Ideal. Oh my god. And Kulia, but it's fine. Kulia's not terrible, but anyways. First is La Joy, or Rajoa, depending on translation. So, active skill makes all orbs dark and hard. So she's like Yogg. That's actually just Yogg's active, except I don't know if he does the bind recovery, can't remember. But the HP, the bicolor board of heals, and your primary color, amazing active skill. Perfect. Couldn't ask for anything more. And it's even Yogg's cooldown, I think. Pre-Evo leader. So she has 2 different leaders. So the one on the left, we'll take a look at their awakenings. Increased attack when 4 connected dark orbs are matched. So up to times 30. So again, something else with Anubis's, reincarnated Anubis's actual multiplier, which is pretty great. Since it's at 30 orbs, I'm going to assume it scales with each orb, connected dark orb, you'll get more. Like if you had 15 connected, it'd be 15x. So you have a great damage control leader. I don't know if there's any things, there's no monster right now that converts the whole board to dark. I don't think Zeus Stratios has a Woken, does he? I can't remember. Or I don't think there's a Zeus or anything that, you know, that makes a full board of dark with 1 active. You can probably do it with 2. But that's actually still pretty good. Again, glass cannon. Then again, technically Anubis is a glass cannon because, well, Anubis at least has an RCV multiplier. But Anubis has no health and shield. This guy has no RCV in addition to have no RCV multiplier with no health and shield. But I would kind of like that one more than the other one, leader skill wise, which is, this one has HP, but he just gets times 5, times 2, just times 10. That's like nothing. come back to me like when you're above, like when you're 15x or more. Then we'll talk about you being leader for me. But at least he gets HP. 2x HP is like nothing to so he's like a stall leader. 2x HP is actually a lot. If you're playing with friends, if you're playing with like 2 of these, you'll have 4x HP by having 1 of him, which is a lot. Which means you'll have like what Rushana's level, so 120k solo, which means you'll have like 200k HP in doubles. But he'll be a little slower because he's 100x. Let's take a look at his awakenings. Oh, this one's so much better. I like him so much more. I probably shouldn't. He's unbindable though, so it makes a good leader just because of that. Double skill boost, follow-up attacks. So finally, Kami and Dark Khan are not the only dark follow-up attacks. We have another one. He has 4 rows, which also for that crazy active skill, like geez, that's gonna boost his damage so much. So again, he's a row-based leader because he's a connected. Kind of similar to Amino, I guess, but Amino's damage caps lower. So he's great. I have nothing else to say about him. This guy, oh, I'd love to roll him. He's follow-up attack, which is even better. I can't see what that, oh, is that a pixel? I think that might be a pixel awakening. If it is, that makes him pretty good too. So 4 rows and a pixel. So that's cool. Unbindable as well. This would be a pretty great roll. Even if it was just for the active skill, that's a really good active skill. For like any dark teams who don't need 2 colors or don't need anything besides dark. And he is Anubis. He'll just blast through stuff if you have enough active skills. So far though, Anubis is still the best leader out of all of these because he just combo based and the active skill based, or popping an active base. Anubis is still better. Okay. Oh, he's 7-star it looks like. So he's ideal level. No, diluting the ideal pool. Now we have Distel. Let's see, active a Indra style shield and a 2x for Dragon's Devil Spike. The shield is fine. The shield is good. The Dragon Devil part is fine. It's not the best multiplier, but it is for a pretty long time. So if you need to do a little more damage for a long time, that's good. At least it's not like 1 turn like every Kana's is. Leader skill, 4x attack and reduce damage when 7+ combos are matched. So we have another 144x leader with paired, so it's pretty good. At least he has a shield, and he has no RCV, but he has a shield or component, RCV, leader skill component, but you also need, oh, combos and the wood orbs. Oh, that's annoying. That's annoying. Oh, man. You have to make, oh, God. Oh, that's annoying. I don't like him. I don't care about him. Let's look at his awakenings. 3 skill boost. Cool. And 2 L-shape awakenings. Oh, you suck. You're terrible. Yeah, he probably has some use. Let me know if he has some use. If I know of use, I'll put it in the description, but he's, no. Especially for a 7-star? You're diluting the pool terribly. Oh, the other 2 are so much better than you. You suck. I'd be really sad if I got this guy as my 7-star. Next we have Praline, which is a delicious type of candy. Dragon Healer. Great, healer type. She is... Wait. This guy might come out as a 6-star. Just because they usually like to add like a 7, 6, and 5 for these in rarity. This guy is listed as... This might be his evolved form of this guy. This girl might be the evolved form of her form too. I actually have no idea. I can't tell. But she is 6-star. Oh, maybe she is. Maybe she comes out 6. Okay. Active, flashlight, blah 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 blah. Fine active. It's not. It's moderate. 3x for dragons and healers. 2x for and reduced damage when the cross of hearts is matched. That is a really low multiplier. Times 36 is worse than Mir. Holy crap. So not a good leader. But she has double god and double devil, which I think she's the first one that has like this, where you have doubles of the same. Like a 10, it's all 9. I know, but like. If you're fighting a god devil, this gives you 4 killers. This gives you times 81 by herself against god devil types. I don't know how many of those there are. But yeah, that's pretty strong. So just for that, it makes her pretty good. So she's light green, so she's pretty cool to have. You can consolidate your Chazelle and your number 6 into one monster. She has no fingers, but I think because she has all those killers, like that's why she has just few awakenings. So screw number 6 and Giselle. You got them both in one, but Kiri will always have use just because, you know, this doesn't have dragon killers, but also because of your leader skill as a Kiri. Blah 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 blah. Stuff got super awakenings. I'm not going to show you all of those. Oh, some other interesting stuff. So apparently there's a new plus system. So apparently you can just throw all your pluses into like a tank and just allocate them to whatever stats you want to. So you don't need to like pick like at like, oh, RCV, like I need more RCV, stick it on this guy, which is what I'm doing right now because I'm low on RCV. So you can just aggregate the pluses into any type and redistribute them as much as you want to. Cool. Oh, this one's super useful. You materials are now stacked and they take up less box space. So let's say you have 10 red dragon fruits, I think I got stuck into one slot and they don't take up any extra space. They'll take only one space for each of them. So now I don't need to have, I can just take, you can farm them as much as you want to. That's so nice. Amazing. Continuing on, monsters gain EXP in dungeons. So apparently if you fight with the monster, it'll gain EXP, like real actual EXP, not like the special dungeons where like you level up, but you'll get actual levels from this. Apparently also if you defeat monsters with the same skill, you have a chance of monsters getting a skill up. So there's a decali in here, and then they beat this decali, then you can get a skill up for them, which is cool, I guess. Oh, Japan got Yogg. They're so lucky. America's never gonna get, if we get this event even, we're never gonna get Yogg. We're probably gonna get Fujin or something. I already have a Fujin. Fujin's good for everyone who doesn't have her, which is probably most new players, but I already have her and I already have Cotton. I need a new leader. I need Yogg. So I'm jealous of Japan. They got Yogg. I wish I had Yogg. Oh, let's see. What else? Lots of resets. So premium gacha. I don't know what that is, but the best friend reset, the rank rolls reset, which is cool, and the bargain bow, so cool. It's been a long time since the last best friend reset, so exciting. Something like Google gift cards. Hexazion, which I saw someone clear already today, so there's new descent who has 250 cost, 250 team cost. But the reason why 250 team cost is because he has 120,000 HP by himself. So Matsu and Knees, goodbye, you are no longer the highest health Hexazion is, but 250 cost. So 2.5, Amatsu is already ridiculously high cost. Let's see, someone cleared it so they got a bunch of stuff, and I believe that's it. So, and they let you rate. Rip my wallet. It's probably for the people who voted for that. Yeah, happy, I'd be happy. This is a great, most of the stuff here applies to us, the only thing that doesn't is the Persona stuff, and that the stream rewards they got. So lots of new exciting things. To recap, let's go back to the pretty, oh, this is Hexazion, by the way. It's this guy on this picture. We got a great new Fujin evolution. The Sonia's blue and green are better. All those super utility box space stuff, like a 10's better, Raijin's better. A couple of new MP shop cards, one of which has the new highest multiplier in the game at times 100 alone by himself. We also have all the rank resets and all the resets of best friend rank, which is cool, or we'll probably get it soon. JP got it. And if we are lucky, we will get, oh, there's new Dragonbond Dragon Collars. One of them, the dark one, which is good. And the double killer girl, also good, although that dilutes your lead pool. She's 6 stars, so your lead chances. And lastly, if we're lucky, we'll get great Persona and Yu Hakusho collabs. Not probably Yu Hakusho, because we never get the anime ones. I mean, we got Bleach, but we didn't get Naruto, we didn't get who else? We didn't get Fairy Tail, we didn't did we get FMA? I can't remember if we got Fullmetal Alchemist. I don't think we have yet, but we're missing a lot of the anime collabs. Open that again. So lots of exciting stuff. Let me know what's the most exciting in here for you to get. The most exciting thing for me would be if we got Yogg. Because over, like, listen, I don't need that a moon guy or a much, whatever his name is. I need a Yogg for my beautiful light box, so I can give them all some use, because right now they're all collecting dust. I like never use all my beautiful light box monsters because I don't need them except for Tachibana. I don't even use for that much. Sheikaz is just, Cotton is my only light monster I use, and I have Pixel Lighting, Pixel Class, so I would love Yogg personally. But overall, the Fujin is actually probably the best thing. The Fujin, the exciting thing in this collab here, or not collab, this 6-year anniversary for them, the Fujin Alt Evo, or a lot of the other alts are cool too. A few of them. The Mechanical Gods, But let me know what your most exciting thing is, and I will see you in the next video. Hope you got all these things soon. Goodbye!